Hey there! Welcome back to yet another week from the Meandering Wrights. So we made it to my sister-in-law's place again. We got here and we stayed here for like 10 days when we came up from Portugal. So we've lived here once already. So we drove here from Borlänge, and that's about 3-hour drive, relatively quick in comparison to the 15 hours or whatever it is to go up north. And we kind of gotten situated. It's a house with kids, so there's toys and stuff, even though the kids aren't here. So the cousins, or my girl's cousins, they're not here. They are actually in the house up north. We kind of switched houses with them. They'll be back down soon, though, so we can play with them in a week or so. So that'll be fun. And as you may recall, this is like close to where we used to live. So it's in the same region. It's outside of Örebro, which this is south of Örebro, and we used to live west of Örebro. So we have a lot of friends and family to visit. It's been interesting trying to sync schedules with everybody, but hopefully we managed to find time and visit with all our friends and still kind of have time to work, live, and eat, and all the other things one has to do. Right, so the forest here is actually really different from Portugal, and also very different from the forests in the Arctics. Where we were in the Arctics, there isn't really much of any forest. I mean, the trees are very short, and there's not much there's nothing else growing. Here, it's pretty lush, and when it rains, it really turns into like a rainforest. So on a scale of forest dressness, Sweden scores pretty high. The little trail that we took here, it starts just like 10 houses down the road here, just around the corner. And that's really Swedish. It's kind of unique. Well, I don't know if it's unique, but it's unique in comparison to other places where we've stayed and lived. There are usually even like really close to residential neighborhoods with houses and whatever else we have here. There's usually somewhere to get out, go for a walk in the woods or forest or something. There's some kind of trail somewhere. And there's a park up there for the girls to play as well. Interestingly, Annabelle, our youngest, 3 years old, she doesn't always remember stuff or her life here. And that's not too long ago. It's July now, and we lived here through December of last year. So we went from like a life here of her going to daycare and just the normal deal everybody does. And then I think what happened is that she got to experience a lot of different things. So she's been in Portugal, she's been in the Arctics, we've traveled, we've done stuff. And I think like her brain isn't like, she's not able to remember everything. Or like one memory has to get deleted to make way for the new memory, I guess. I'm making this up as I go. I don't know. Regardless, though, she's not always remembering things when we show her. So we drove by our house. She remembered that, or our old house, I should say. We don't own it anymore. We drove by her daycare the first time back in March. She was like, "Nah, not sure what this is." This time she knew. She pointed toward the right door when we asked her where she went to daycare. She pointed at the right door at least, so maybe remembering something. But someone that she has not forgotten is her best friend, and they've been keeping in contact through like FaceTime in Portugal and in everywhere, so Portugal and in the Arctics. So they've been good at doing that. So she remembers her best friend. The good news, but a cool thing there is that best friend, her older sister, is Claire's best friend. So Claire and Annabelle are best friends with these two sisters. And to make things even better, of course, the parents are really nice, so we like hanging out with this family. And whenever we're here, anywhere near Örebro, like we are now, a trip to them and kind of hang out with them is a given, right? We have to do that. We all enjoy it. So we went out for like a bestie hike. We can call it a bestie hike. A hike with the besties. So we had a great time trekking out to the fire pit, chopping the wood, making the fire, and hanging out with our besties. The good thing about doing the grilled hot dogs is you don't have to wait for the fire. Well, you have to wait for the fire, but you don't have to like wait for the perfect fire. Just as long as something is on fire and you stick a hot dog on a stick and get close to the fire, your hot dog is going to get done pretty soon. So it's pretty convenient. It's the perfect hiking food if you're making food. Even better, of course, is a sandwich because you can just eat it as you walk. But if you want to make a little lunch excursion out of it, hot dogs, good deal. Anyhow, the hike wasn't over. After we had lunch, we kind of checked out the area surrounding where we were, but the dads, so me, the dads and the older siblings kind of followed the stream upstream, checked out a waterfall, and checked out kind of the stream with a creek. Maybe it's a creek. You should probably call it a creek. Regardless, we checked out the creek stream. The weather is still pretty typical for a Swedish summer. It's not warm, it's not cold, it's like in between. Sweden's like kind of known for doing nothing extreme. Maybe that's what we do extreme here. Like, they're extremely non-extreme. Anyhow, the temperature here has been around 20 degrees Celsius. Not quite warm enough for me to like go swimming or at least enjoy it all too much. The girls usually don't seem to mind. But around here, like I said, it's more about finding time to hang out with friends. And along with the relatively mild days, mild temperatures, like we did up in Borlänge, we've had rainy days this week here as well. But as you know, a family with 3 little ones, we can't just stay cooped up inside a house. That'll drive everyone nuts. So we make sure to get out even if it's raining. So a walk in the rain is not all bad. It can be a lot of fun, and especially if it turns into a hike. And in this case, a hike just across some wooded area right here, where on the other side there are some train tracks, so we could cruise through the forest and check out the trains swooshing by. The 3 girls think that's a lot of fun. It also gives us a chance to look at some of the fields there and the crops that are growing, and also kind of go through like why we can't just cross across the fields, destroy the crops. But they kind of got the point that that's food and we can't just walk around on the food. So that's good. Learning experience too. So we'll be in this general area for a couple of weeks. Looking forward to sister-in-law and family returning home to their house. We're in their house. So they're going to be back here in a week or so. And it'll be fun hanging out with them. And the girls enjoy hanging out with their cousins. Or will enjoy hanging out with their cousins. They usually do, at least. And as always, thank you for subscribing to our channel. That really helps us out. Hit the like button. We enjoy that. Leave us a comment. That's even better. Also, check us out on Instagram. We are on Instagram, and that's more like a daily check-in with us. And we also really enjoy hearing from you. So let us know in the comments, either here or on Instagram, who you are, where you're from, what you're doing. Maybe you are a digital nomad. Maybe you're not. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you don't. Maybe you live a comfortable life in a house somewhere. Well, all your stories are really interesting to us and fun for us. So feel free to comment and share and tell us who you are. And we love meeting new people from all over the world. So we'd love to hear from you. All right, until next week, remember to have fun. I'll leave you with those words. Remember to have fun. See ya.